What Lynne Spears' new court request could mean for the future of Britney's conservatorship. Lynne Spears has filed a petition to ask a judge to allow Britney Spears to hire her own private legal counsel. So that she can continue to fight to end her conservatorship. Britney Spears' mother has filed a petition in court, asking the judge to listen to the wishes of her daughter. According to the July 6 petition obtained by E! News. Lynne Spears requested that Britney be able to hire her own lawyer as she fights to end her conservatorship of 13 years. The singer's court-appointed attorney, Samuel D. Ingham III, who has represented her since her conservatorship was instated in 2008. Asked to resign on the same day that Lynne filed her request. Though he didn't give a reason, he said he wants to leave her legal team as soon new court-appointed counsel is granted for Britney. Lynne's petition praises Britney for speaking out during her June 23 court hearing. Saying she gave a very courageous showing while baring her heart to the court in an impassioned plea to be heard on several requests. She asked the court to listen to Britney's desires and, as a first step, grant permission for Britney to hire her own private legal counsel or alternatively give an order appointing a private attorney of Britney's choosing. Appointment of independent counsel is mandatory at this juncture, Lynne's petition explains. Her court papers also acknowledge several requests that Britney made during her public testimony, where E! News was present. Lynne recognized that Britney has requested changes going forward, including that the conservator of her estate be removed. The conservatorship end without her having to endure another evaluation. She can own her own money. She be allowed to ride in her boyfriend, Sam Asghari's, car. She be allowed to use her voice. She can handpick her own lawyer by herself. She is allowed to meet once a week with her therapist at her home. She can see her friends, she can get married and have baby, and she's permitted to have her IUD birth control removed. One of Britney's co-conservators of her estate, the Britney Spears' Trust, has already requested to resign from its post. Which would leave her father, Jamie Spears, as the conservator of her estate. The judge will listen to Bessimer's request and potentially Lynne's request during a hearing on July 14. Lynne's petition argues that the first step to Britney getting her life back, as the pop star wants, is to let her choose her own lawyer. This motion to appoint private counsel is of the utmost importance and may very well impact each and every of the other requests submitted by Conservatorship in her live testimony. Her mom's legal team writes, "It is self-evident that before the court addresses, for example, the termination of the conservatorship, Conservatorship must be allowed to consult with counsel of her choosing." Lynne points out that Britney testified that she didn't know she could petition to end the conservatorship and admitted her own ignorance on the situation. To that, Lynne responds, "Clearly, Britney needs private counsel to advise her as to her basic rights in this conservatorship." As her mom steps in on her behalf, numerous members of Britney's team have stepped down. In addition to the Bessemer Trust and her attorney, Britney's manager of 25 years, Larry Rudolph, resigned on July 5. He cited Britney's intentions to officially retire as his reasoning, according to Deadline. Which published the letter of resignation that Larry sent to Jamie Spears and Jody Montgomery, who remains the conservator of Britney's person and handles her personal affairs. Jody is one person that's not withdrawing from Britney's team. Her lawyer, Lorianne Wright, said in a statement that her client has no plans to step down and remains committed to steadfastly supporting Britney. On July 7, Jody filed an ex parte petition to help her pay for additional security following the public court hearing on June 23. Jody says in the document obtained by E! News that she has received messages that threaten violence and even death. Which she forwards to the security company that Jamie Spears has retained, Black Box Security. Security has determined the security risk to be serious enough to recommend that 24/7 physical security be provided to petitioner on an interim basis in order to protect her from harm, her legal team writes. However, since Jody cannot afford the additional security, Jamie allegedly said he would provide her the security if Jody obtains court approval. If the judge does not grant the approval, Jody will pay back the cost to Jamie.